Hi there. So you probably clicked this video thinking, how can I play Swarm? Well, on the pooper, or outside and about, or for some reason in my bed. Basically, you just want to play Swarm on your mobile phone. Fortunately, there is a way that you can play Swarm on your phone. It requires two things though, your computer, and it requires a phone. Also, this is a very ghetto way of playing Swarm, but hey, it works. You can play on the same account you played from the PC, and here I'm about to show you how I played Swarm from the kitchen because I wanted to cook my breakfast while playing Swarm. Also, this video gets a ton of views. It'll show Riot that there's a bunch of people who want to play it on the phone, and they might even make a phone app for Swarm like they have with TFT. So if there's a lot of interest in a phone type of game for this, I'm pretty sure they're definitely 100% looking into this type of genre, especially for the mobile game players. So make sure you share this with your friends, all that good stuff. And even I'll send a nice message to Riot saying that, like, look, there's a lot of interest for mobile Swarm League of Legends. So yeah, share it and maybe we can make it happen. So first off, you're gonna go to your search engine and you're gonna type Remote Desktop Chrome. Then you're gonna download Remote Desktop Chrome and then kind of follow all the prompts, which I'll show you right now. You're going to want to set it up by setting it up and then choosing a name, and then you're going to be putting a pin number, and you got to put 6 numbers. So I did 133337. You're going to need this pin number to connect your phone to your PC. Now on your phone, you want to go to the Play Store, or I mean, if it's an iPhone, I don't know if they actually have this, so there's probably a similar app to this, but basically we download Remote Desktop Chrome, and then we just find it, open it. Since we have it already installed, we connect to our desktop right about there. You don't need to do anything else. I already connected it. So remember, the pin number is 13337. We start to connect. It might take a while or might not even connect at all. If it does, just try and restart your computer and everything else, or reconnect accounts, etc. And once you put in your pin number, you should be able to connect. You'll see your computer right here. What I like to do is I like to disable the keyboard as well as the thing at the top. I hit the pin number as well as the keyboard, and make sure your touch input is going to be touch mode. For some reason, when you're using keyboard on your phone, it doesn't input WASD, like you can't hold it down. You can only type it and tap it, and it won't register in the Swarm mode. So next up, what you have to do is type in on your computer on-screen keyboard, and you're going to get the on-screen keyboard. I said this was going to be very ghetto, but it does work. And you're going to want to go to options and then choose these settings right here. Disable the click sound because it can get annoying. Have it on click on keys, and then you want text prediction off because it's just annoying to see. Once that is done, you want to move your keyboard over to the right and make sure you can only see WASD, or you can put in the bottom left corner, but honestly I found this to be the best position so you can see everything on your screen, like the mini map as well. And then as we move on to our phone, you can see me hitting every button, like find match, like everything. You just tap it. That's basically it. And then once your match is found, you can even hit it from your phone, accept, and you're going to be loading in. Now, the control scheme is kind of confusing at first, and it's very janky and ghetto. Like I said, this is kind of a macro type of way to play it on your phone. So first things first, to use your abilities, you just tap it on your phone, and that's basically it, like E and R. It's super simple. If you have a skill shot, then you have to click on the screen somewhere. So it allows tentacles. E, that will have to be on the screen. R, it has to be on the screen as well. So obviously you can't really see me clicking on it, but what I'll explain now is how to move. The moving is the most difficult part. That was very improvised. I only played this before on the phone when I was like on the toilet, just to press E and R and pick augments, but now I can actually move. So when you're using this app, you want to click WASD on the right side. That's how you're going to be moving. The problem is you have to double tap it twice for it to register as it holding down. And then when you want to move to another like arrow key, there's a little lag. You have to wait a bit. It'll be very janky, but eventually you can move, and sometimes it doesn't register your double tap. So you're gonna have to kind of get used to it and feel out the controls until it feels natural and what works for you. So I don't really have too much good control movement over my character, and I can only move in up, down, left, right. I can't go diagonal. But yeah, I can use my abilities, as you can see. I can walk towards the Yumi quest. I can set up my tentacles. This game isn't very mechanical at all. It's actually very simple to play, right? Like, it's kind of like Vampire Survivors, Survive.io, all that stuff. So it's not really too hard to actually lose or win, especially if you have other teammates to carry you. So yeah, I mean, if you have access to a PC, you probably want to play on that. But if you really need to play on your phone, or if you're just wanting to grind some gold and you need to AFK farm some gold for extreme mode, this is kind of the way to do it without griefing your teammates a little bit too much. You're going to be griefing them a little bit, but you can carry your weight because this game is kind of an AFK auto clicker, right? So you're not too much of a hindrance, and you might even out DPS people. You just can't dodge well. Also, playing soccer in this game mode on your phone is probably the hardest thing I've ever done. So some of the quests you can't really do. Like, I'm seeing the ones that with like the movement ones are going to be the hardest, but you know, Belveth quests, they're pretty easy. If there's a way where you can control the remote desktop with WASD and actually make it so you don't have to use the on-screen keyboard, then that is way better. But I was trying everything. I couldn't figure out configure key mappings and stuff like that. There's like very advanced settings that I just couldn't do because I don't really have enough experience, and I did try to dabble into it, but it's way too confusing because there's like coding and stuff. There's also probably macros out there where you can do something like this with your phone and your computer, but I'm not sure about any other apps that can send WASD to your computer while also clicking on the screen, right? It's usually a remote desktop. I heard there's a Windows app like by Microsoft, not by Google, that you might be able to work, but I haven't tested myself. And yeah, like I said, really ghetto way to play it on your phone. It does work, and if you want to try it, you can try it. Yeah, super ghetto. This is the only way to play it on your phone. They haven't released an official app, and if they do, I think it'll be cool. Like, they can definitely downgrade the graphics, kind of like TFT, and have a nice auto clicker on your phone. And maybe you can connect to people just like TFT to play on the Riot servers. There's also a lot of ways for them to monetize it, such as, I mean, I don't know if they'll do the same thing as Survivor.io and add like loot boxes and items you can get. I mean, to be honest, you can unlock characters in that game, right? So maybe they'll make like characters to unlock with money. I can see that happening, although a lot of people will hate it, but there's a lot of people who will also buy it as well. And they can also make weapons you have to buy to unlock, or like get certain in-game currency, stuff like that, like gold. That'd be kind of cool. You can buy with gold or RP if you want to unlock a certain weapon. That'd be kind of cool. You just have to grind a bunch of hours to eventually get it, but eventually they could make this into something cool, as well as an endless mode where there's like a leaderboard, and all they have to do is make a multiplier for the monsters to get stronger every single round or something like that, kind of like Call of Duty Zombies or something. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. See you guys next time.